They're racing. Slow beginning for Laws of Man. 86 Chevy fires out. So does Awesome Fantasy and 1 and 3. Well supported in the win wagering. They go 1-2 early and are about 3 lengths clear from that gray Awesome Move. Then it's Laws of Man. Up the barn side, 86 Chevy and Roman calling the shots by 1. In second, Awesome Fantasy on the prowl. Likewise, we come back to Awesome Move. That one is creeping in 2 lengths out of it. Likewise for Laws of Man, and the Laws are right together about 2.5 lengths behind. 86 Chevy, who runs away by 1.5 with 3.5 to go. Into the far turn, they're chasing number 1. 86 Chevy. Awesome Fantasy still right there, cuts that lead to 1/2. Then it's Awesome Move and Laws of Man, and they approach the top of the stretch. Roman and 86 Chevy still yet to look back. 86 Chevy revving up for the stretch run. Then it's Awesome Fantasy, Laws of Man, and Awesome Move, and here they come. 86 Chevy, Awesome Fantasy to give that one a try again. Then it's Awesome Move, that's the gray, and not today for Laws of Man into the final football field. 86 Chevy loves this distance, loves this racetrack, and is heading right to the winner's circle. 1-3-5 in race 2. And they're racing, and they've broken a line. From the center, Pat's Paddock Pick trying to win 4 in a row, flashes big time early speed. So does Bodenheimer to the outside with Philo Beto. And now Bodenheimer and Philo Beto race out by 2.5, 3 over Pat's Paddock Pick. Then it's High Probability, 7 out of it. The gray is Giano. And the one in last is It's Bob's Business, 10 covers them. There goes Bodie. Bodenheimer opens up by 2 on the veteran Philo Beto, who's still handheld. 3 lengths behind that, we have It's Bob's Business looking to close in. Pat's Paddock Pick now back and forth, overtaken by High Probability, and they're chasing Bodenheimer. Bodenheimer, Philo Beto tired. High Probability taking off to the outside with Pat's Paddock Pick, but they're all left in the wake of a keen turn of speed displayed by Bodenheimer, who wins it impressively. And they're racing in the Lady Slipper Stakes. Carson Bay off a couple of steps slowly. Thunder's Rock and Roll comes out looking for the early lead. Thunder's Rock and Roll flashing speed to the inside of Tap to Go, and now Lover Girl and Thunder's Rock and Roll. They'll open up 1.5, maybe 2 on Tap to Go. After that, Ann Ali, 4 lengths from the lead, creeping up, and 1.5 clear from Carson Bay. 5 covered by 5, and they have 3 to go in the Lady Slipper. Thunder's Rock and Roll and Americano by ahead. Lover Girl in the queue, badgering that heavy favorite. Anna Lee getting a great trip if good enough, and now being angled to the outside by Luis Fuentes. Carson Bay is out of last, 7 out of it. In last is Tap to Go, and now they come charging down the Canterbury Park stretch in the 2026 Ladies Slipper Stakes, and there goes Thunder's Rock and Roll. Carson Bay flashes into second. Then it's Lover Girl, but Thunder's Rock and Roll and Manny Americano, they wear the Ladies Slipper. It again, and there they go. Sushi Man comes out of the gate as the favorite and immediately is in hand and in command. Sushi Man, with 1 lap to go, has a 3-length lead. Lord Knows lays second to the outside of Catch a Wave, who's catching a wave to attempt to join Lord Knows for second. Sushi Man 1.5, pace very moderate, pace very reasonable. After that, we have Found Jordan. The Minnesotan is 5 lengths from the lead and about 2.5 clear from Batter Up with the hot jock. Up the barn side they go, race 5 on a beautiful Saturday in Shakopee. Sushi Man and Eddie G pick up the tempo anew and lead it by about 1, but now Catch a Wave comes shooting through to the inside to pressure Sushi Man. Outside of that is Lord Knows getting a great trip, but now all of a sudden 3 out of it. Batter Up trying to win 3 in a row, and on the inside then it's Found Jordan, 6 lengths rearmost off the far turn. It's still Sushi Man with Wasabi. Sushi Man spicy by 3 and handheld under a triple hammerlock. Outside Lord Knows, Catch a Wave still right in there. After that we have Batter Up. Now Sushi Man off the layoff, roused for run into the final furlong. Sushi Man from Batter Up, who now is second. Outside of that is Lord Knows. Sushi Man way too classy. Sushi Man runs up the score and wins it by 5. And they're racing in the 10,000 Lake Stakes, and they all flowed out of the starting gate pretty well. The Alligator Hunter looking to chomp the big part of the purse. He shows speed to the inside. Street Warrior up and at him to the outside. Right behind them is Haunted Haze, 2.5 from the front, and about 2.5, maybe 3 clear from Distorted Pro. That one's to the inside of Towner 2, and Victoria's Vanda's the gray, 12 lengths behind. Street Warrior, who runs away by 1. The Alligator Hunter back in third. Haunted Haze making a move at Street Warrior, and they are now 4 lengths clear from the Alligator Hunter. After that, Distorted Pro, Towner 2, Victoria's Vanda. It is Street Warrior looking all about a warrior into the final furlong. Street Warrior by 2 from Haunted Haze and the Alligator Hunter. Street Warrior and Constantino Roman, the 10,000 Lake Stakes champions. And they're racing. Perfect start. 2 from the outside, flashing really good early speed, is Vesper Chicks in the turf debut. Vesper Chicks in an early pace battle with Big Pop. And right behind them, Birdie Be Gone. Birdie Be Gone seeds third and gives it up to Everything Bugs Me. Then we come back to Soundtrack, about 2.5 clear from Smarty Be Good, and outside of that, Ask the Monarch. Up top, Big Pop at 2-1, coming up big on the early lead. It's Big Pop by 1.5 lengths. In second, Vesper Chicks. Then outside of that, Everything Bugs Me. And as they head for home, Big Pop still with a clear lead. Outside, Vesper Chicks. Outside, even farther out, Smarty Be Good. Between them, Everything Bugs Me. It is Big Pop trying to win 3 in a row. Big Pop has run them into the ground, and that's 4 for Manny Americano.
Appreciate it. Yeah, he's a jump in front of you.
Ladies and gentlemen, if able, please rise. Remove your caps as Corey Amundsen leads us in our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Good afternoon and welcome to beautiful Canterbury Park here in Shakopee, Minnesota. We're under partly cloudy skies. The main track is fast, and that turf course is listed at firm. If you'll get your programs handy, we'll go over the changes on this afternoon's 7-race card. Race 1 starts the pick 4, including no changes throughout the balance of the early pick 4. Races 1, 2, 3, and 4 are free and clear. Pick 4 starts in race 1. Pick 5 starts in race 3 with that 10% takeout. No changes through the first 4. In race 5, we have a jockey change in the 5th race. Number 3, Shankopotamus, now ridden by Kelsey Haar. Shankopotamus, the 3 in race 5, gets Kelsey Haar in the saddle. No changes in race 6. Free and clear in the starter of the Dr. Dan's late double. And in race 7, a jockey change on number 6. Make the rider Luis Fuentes. Luis Fuentes picks up the mount on Frosty View, the 6 in race 7. Kids will run on the track per usual here after that final live race. Up next, though, we're going to rotate to the beautiful TV studio. Everything that's going on here at Canterbury Park, led by Jeff Bidet and Angela Herman.
Well, thanks, Paul. Kevin. Thanks, Kevin. Here we are in the First Bet studio.
That's a good start.
It's a beautiful Sunday in Shakopee Pepsi Family Day. We've got a lot of things going on. We'll talk about some of them here shortly. But, Angela, what about last night? What a night.
It was a night that, left us maybe with desiring a little bit more of a price, but some big performances by the Minnesota Breds. You know, we had a couple of heavy favorites, and they both followed through with very impressive performances. And, of course, Manny Maricano, who we've heard an awful lot being led into the winner's circle, another big night for him.
That's right, 4 wins. Let's watch.
And now they come charging down the Canterbury Park stretch in the 2026 Ladies Slipper Stakes, and there goes Thunder's Rock and Roll. Carson Bay flashes into second. Then it's Lover Girl, but Thunder's Rock and Roll and Manny Americano, they wear the Ladies Slipper.
Yeah, that was a nice performance by a horse that just really laid over the field, and she did not disappoint.
Right, and I mean, she had to duel early and just kept right on rolling, so good for her. Hey, there's Kelsey Haar.
Absolutely. Now, on the boys' side, Street Warrior, one of your favorite horses and your top pick in the 10,000 Lakes. Not as easy a win, at least not early on. He had to do a little bit of battle, but he put him away.
Oh, yeah, they both did.
It is Street Warrior looking all about a warrior into the final furlong. Street Warrior by 2 from Haunted Haze and the Alligator Hunter. Street Warrior and Constantino Roman, the 10,000 Lake Stakes champions.
Looks like he came back better than ever as a 5-year-old. Street Warrior, I think we'll see a lot of him this summer.
Yeah, I think we'll see a lot of him in that winner's circle again, I'm sure. If he gets another performance like that or another couple this summer, you are going to see some very impressive races out of Street Warrior. You get to go back and see him. What's he like at the barn?
I would say that he's less than friendly.
Okay.
He's all business, but I've got, I'm okay. I survived, but he's a serious racehorse, and it'll be fun to watch him develop and see what trainer Joel Byrne does with him here, right? It's a Minnesota bred, so you've got to find the Minnesota bred money, but you'll have to face some open company, I assume, at some point as well.
Yeah, I've sent you on some missions that are a little more dangerous than I thought they would be on the backside, but we'll talk a little bit more about another one of them later. Let's get back to Sunday doings, including the Junior Jockey Fan Club.
Right, we've added that this year, Junior Jockey Fan Club, a chance for the kids to sign up, get some information, a little booklet. It's got some word puzzles, some coloring, some facts about jockeys and about racing. It's free to join. Just stop by with your parents, kids, and join the Junior Jockey Club. And then after race 5 today, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to head right to the winner's circle for your chance to meet jockey Kelsey Haar, get her trading card. We've got jockey trading cards. We'll have them for all jockeys throughout the summer. But after race 5, you can meet Kelsey, get your photograph taken, get an autographed jockey trading card, and meet a professional athlete right out here at Canterbury Park.
Yeah, she was just getting some practice in. She's looking good today, and she is so nice to be around. And she has great stories. She's just friendly. And if you do want to go meet her again after race 5, bring that card, get it signed, and meet one of the nicest gals at the track.
So what about the coming week? Now, we race today at 1, but then what about Thursday?
Well, Thursday we'll race at 5 because it's $2 Thursday. And if you saw a lot of our employees walking around delivering some of those, that is a $2 beer. And those are a rarity in the world today. We got $2 admission, $2 beers, $2 hot dogs, $2 Pepsis. We got a DJ spinning tunes down by the track. It was a nice atmosphere on Thursday, and we hope that you can join us all season long, any Thursday that you got available.
$2 can of Budweiser, the king of beers. Then on Friday, the first of our concert series performances by Larry Fleet on June 12th. That is Friday. Tickets are available, CanterburyPark.com or tickets.CanterburyPark.com to get your admission tickets. But I think it's going to be a good show in a really cool setting. We've been doing these concerts at the end of the grandstand. We've got a nice stage that we pull in here, full sound system, everything. I mean, this is a professional endeavor here, and the audio is fantastic. The seating's great. There's food and beverage throughout the building. You've got everything that you expect at Canterbury, and the casino is open 24/7. That's Friday, and it's Larry Fleet, a country superstar.
Wow, nothing to add. You really covered all of the bases. It's a nice intimate venue, and you can sit up top if you want a little more relaxed atmosphere or be right next to the stage. There's something for everybody at our concert, so do take a look and get those tickets to Larry Fleet today.
Absolutely. Saturday, scratch off Saturday.
scratch-off Saturdays. Now, of course, you do have to be of legal gambling age to get one of these, but the opportunity to win a lot just by walking in the door on Saturdays. Grab one of those scratch-offs if you do come in the door. First 1,000 people that come in on Saturdays.
They get a scratch. Just like we do on Thursday with a 5 o'clock post, on Saturday we start at 5, but it's scratch off Saturday. So you get the little scratch off, and it's all sorts of prizes. Some mystery stuff. There's stuff in that we're going to give away that we don't even know what it is yet. That's how mysterious it is. But there's lottery tickets that you get $50 worth of lottery tickets. I mean, well, the sky's the limit. I mean, we don't know what that could be worth. So
exactly.
And people are lining up. It's extremely popular. So get here early. Gates open at 4 o'clock on Saturday, and racing commences at 5:10. Okay, back to today.
The Loeffler
Jockeys and
leaderboard.
trainers. The Loeffler trainer leaderboard.
Yes, exactly. We start with the trainers. Remains close. You kind of called it. You said Jose Silva is going to pick up some ground on Mac Robertson, who is currently our leading trainer, but just our leading trainer by 1. And you can see they are making it a tight race behind him. Good start to the meet for Lynn Rarick, and a few of them down here with 3 wins apiece, including Street Warrior, who picked one up for Joel Byrne.
Absolutely. How about the jockeys?
Yes, let's switch it over to the rider side of things. He kicked off the show, and that's why Manny Americano is leading the way and making quite the splash in his first summer at Canterbury. But some names that you know, winning quite a few races underneath. But this is a big part of how you become the leading rider. He's riding an awful lot of races and taking to Canterbury quite well.
Right, but you can see the other percentages here. And Eddie G, he's riding well. Constantino was aboard your horse, Street Warrior, last night, I believe.
Yeah.
He's got 7 wins, high percentage rider. So we've got a good jockey colony. And so the wins are going to come from many riders. But right now, Americano is the hot one, the one to watch.
Well, and remember, you'll get the chance to meet a lot of these leaders this summer. We start with Kelsey Hart today, but do make sure that you can meet these athletes when you do come out to the races. It's not every day you get to meet the athletes that are a part of the game. You can do that right here at Canterbury. And then for the adults, of course, you're here to make some money. And one of the best ways to do that is the 10% takeout pick 5.
That's right. It's been paying pretty well. Now, last night was a little bit chalky, so it wasn't a huge payout, but we've had 50-cent payouts that have paid more than $500. It's a 10% takeout, which means we take out less from every dollar wagered. That means if you win, you get a lot more money back. So the pick 5 is a great play, and I know our experts will be giving out tickets.
Yes, absolutely. That's one of my favorite bets out here. How could it not be? That is the lowest takeout in the Milky Way. You pick the last 5 winners on the card. It's not always an easy task, and sometimes that can pay quite bountifully in that pick 5. Remember, starts in race number 3.
People are clamoring about Angela's bet of the day, so you've got to have one today. I mean, again, you cashed earlier in the meet. You keep giving out winners. Let's see. A $2 pick 3. Tell us more.
I'm just trying to beat a couple of favorites in a sequence. I know that Elston Gunn is probably going to be the first favorite of the last 3 races on our card, but I did put in Kaidu Declare, and then I'm using the same numbers. I'm going to run them back in the 6 because I went inside and outside, and I'm going to explain more of why I used the 1 and the 5 in race number 6 in the angle. That's Navarre and Perfect Gamble. And then in the last race of the day, I like Innately Good. I'm taking him on top, but I'm taking just a couple of horses to come from off the pace because Frosty View, while I respect him, is going to have his hands full if Mr. Muldoon is fresh and wants to go and battle with him on the front end. So 1, 5, 1, 5, 3, 5. That costs you $16 for a $2 pick 3. The minimum amount is $1, and this could close out your day with a winner. I'm hoping with maybe a price or 2 in there.
Absolutely. You do have some prices in there, and that 7th race is going to be a fun one to watch. Do note that number 2 Classify in race number 7 was entered for main track only, now is officially scratched. So you can take the 2 Classify out of race 7, but we get to see Frosty View, last year's horse of the meet, come back. Could he win? Absolutely, he could win. But I think this is a super cool race with Tonka Warrior, Mr. Muldoon, Innately Good, who's on your ticket, who when he wins tends to be at a big number. And if that horse wins, that 16 that you bet, you're going to get many fold back on that play. What we want to do now, Ange, is go down to the paddock. We call the show Today at the Races, and it's hosted by Paul Allen and Kevin Gorg. They're going to go through all 7 races. They're going to tell you the what, the who, and the why in each race. It's Today at the Races. It's brought to you by Touchdown Remodeling. Do enjoy.
It's fun.
Family Day at Canterbury Park is in the air. Kevin Gorg, Paul Allen, on behalf of our TV department, those in the Dark Star Press Box and the Canterbury Park esteemed management team, welcome to the races. 7 for you today. A day after the Belmont Stakes and the Kentucky Derby winner, Golden Tempo won the Belmont, did so at 6-1. Neither Kevin or I bet on Golden Tempo. Personally speaking, I overthought the thing a little bit. Where Renegade, who ran a really good race in the Derby with a lot of trouble. I was wondering if maybe he had some super horse to him, so I didn't want to bet into him. Kevin liked another horse, so I didn't want to buzzkill him. I just couldn't figure that thing out yesterday into the equation. Johnny the Mouse Mickelson, captain of the 83 Wayzata Club hockey team, he had it all figured out with the Derby winner, and a good morning.
Yeah, good to see a PA, and happy Pepsi Family Day to everybody out there. It's going to be a fun day of racing. It's summer weather here in Shakopee, and I think, to me, the biggest positive I take out of the Belmont yesterday is Cherie DeVoe. She has been a trainer that's been ascending here the last handful of years and knocking heads with the best in the world, and it's great to see her take a horse in the Kentucky Derby who we thought maybe ran the race of his life and improve. And I love the interview she gave this morning outside the barn about the work that it took to get that horse a little more sharp, and you could see he was closer to that slow pace early in the Belmont yesterday where he was way back in Kentucky on Derby Day. So a rising star in Cherie DeVoe. A group of 3-year-olds that, let's be honest, aren't like fantastic. Still going to make for some really cool races to bet on this summer. I'll be attending the Haskell out at Monmouth Park in July.
Sweet.
First time I've ever been to that racetrack. Can't wait to get there. You got the Travers, and of course it all crescendos when they come back in the fall at the Breeders' Cup. So a lot of positives, including I just thought a spectacular card yesterday at Saratoga.
Well, I've actually been to Monmouth twice. It's it's right by a place called Point Pleasant Beach in New Jersey.
Where Jersey Mike's was started, yeah.
Oceanport, I think, is what it's called. Matt Carruthers, who used to analyze horses here at Canterbury, when he got married, we went back to New Jersey for the wedding. Now, Monmouth Park, you've been to Tampa Bay Downs.
Yeah.
All right, so like when you roll into Tampa Bay Downs, at least the way I feel when I'm in there, because this got a bunch of old schoolers there, man. They're just crafty people who racing forms all over the place, cussing at jockeys who lose at 3-5 at the scale, and it just had a gangster feel to it, like a really old school feel to it. Monmouth, quantify what I just said by times 2 or 3. That's Monmouth.
Yes.
It is a cool racetrack.
I'm really looking forward to it. We're going to be there for a handful of days, middle of July when Canterbury goes on hiatus. So, yeah, going to be a lot of fun, as is this card today. It's funny. We've seen for the first 3 weeks of racing early on some giant prices, especially on the turf. And now it's kind of gone full circle. And this weekend it's been a bit of a chalk fest. Doesn't mean you can't make money. There's got to be different ways to take a look at that. And you and I were just talking before we came on the air about a pick 5 today. I'd love for you to share that strategy with the fans because I think it's a good one.
Well, the first race is on the turf. All right, first and foremost, we need to start getting some turf upsets again, where like Angel's Magic, who might be favored here in the first race, I don't know if it was the first turf race of the season.
You give Gary and Tina a shout out. They're my neighbors.
Gary, Tina, KG's neighbors. God bless
Great
you
people.
guys, and welcome to the races. Good to see you.
Awesome.
But Angel's Magic might have been the first turf race of the entire season on May 23rd.
15-1.
Right, and might be favored here. That kind of started what we hoped was a harbinger with upset after upset on the turf. It slowed down a little bit of late. When we get to the pick 5, I'm going to unfurl a strategy that you may or may not want to play, but we've had a lot of short price horses, a lot of heavy favorites winning at Canterbury over the last few days. Could happen again today. We'll get to that strategy with race number 3. First race, no scratches, no rider changes, KEG. We begin the first of 2 pick 4s today. It's only 50 cents. I pick it 1, 3, 5. Angel's Magic to win 2 in a row.
Yep, I missed the wedding. I hope I'm not going to the funeral wagering wise today because, man, 15-1 on a horse that loves our turf course last time would have been a heck of a score. Raquelme comes back to ride. I'm a huge Troy Bethke fan, and I think the horse kind of gets the same type of trip where he can get out of the gate in good order, be close to it, but doesn't need the lead. And if he duplicates that effort and can run a 78, he's going to be tough here today for sure. I've got the 3 Commissioner Oscar second. He's a horse I also love. Always makes his run. I think he needed that last start off a long layoff. Came back. He didn't have that typical kick in the stretch, but when he's on, he's good enough to beat this bunch, and he's going to be a nice price. I'll put Stradivari in the 5. In third, I go 1, 3, and 5.
The jockey Manny Americano, new to Canterbury Park, hottest jockey on the grounds. Think he got 4 yesterday, so he's leading the jockey standings in the early stages. So I'll take Angel's Magic first. I'm not sure Mr. Landy's not around here. One of the owners of Commissioner Oscar, holy cow, what an anxiety attack my man threw in front of me and Kevin right before today at the races started. We're listening to Farrell sing Happy, and then he's just nervous about his horse, Commissioner Oscar, and that's what it's like as a horse owner. The horse just ran 4th, beaten by 7. He's like, well, he's going against all the same horses, and I said past performances are not always indicative of future results. And then KG hit him with you needed it off the layoff, and then he smiled and left.
He's okay.
So that would be Commissioner Oscar winning at like 4 or 5 to 1. That would be one of those baby upsets on the turf that we're talking about. 1, 3, 5 in race numero uno. Second race to the fast main track, 5 duel. It's 3-1-2 for me. KG and I are both looking for Allison Road to catch the highway home.
Chicago shipper, man, I love to see it. They run some big-time racing down there at Hawthorne. Hugh Robertson, the dad, now ships the horse to Shakopee for Mac Robertson, the kid, arguably the greatest trainer in the history of this racetrack. And I like the horse stretching out to 6 furlongs. This horse has only gone 5.5 on the turf, 5.5 on the dirt, and it looks like a horse that gets stronger as the race goes longer. So at 6 furlongs, I think Mac will have this horse legged up, ready to go. Julia Street is absolutely, positively the horse to beat. Americano is riding with so much confidence right now. I can't leave the 2 off my tickets. And then the 4 is the sneaky long shot for Lynn Rarick, who, by the way, has sent 4 horses to post, and 3 have won at Canterbury. Do not leave Lynn Rarick off your tickets. 3, 2, and 4.
Agreed. 3, 1, and 2 for me. All Tail would be a little bit of a wild card in here for me. Constantino Roman won a couple yesterday, including one of the stakes. All Tail, with respect, I felt needed a break. The horse had run like 13 consecutive times on a pretty good schedule every 2, 3, 3.5 weeks, and hasn't run since November. So I just have a sneaky feeling rested. A horse who has gotten close before in similar circumstances might have a shot, but I'll take Allison Road. Carlos Ulloa, either in to ride this horse and maybe another, or maybe we have a new jockey here, but Carlos Ulloa has come in to ride this one, and I'll take Allison Road on top, 3-1-2. Now, with the Canterbury Park Pick 5 and all these favorites winning of late, there is a $16 ticket that I'm going to recommend. It costs $16 for 50 cents. And I'm saying play it 3 or 4 times. Play it up to $48, or if you go 16 higher, maybe partner up with somebody. And that's how I'm going to try to take advantage of these short price horses winning. Hopefully playing it 3 or 4 times. Hopefully it pays 100 and change, maybe 200 and change, and we scoop that way. So I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go, if you want to write this down, I'm going to go 3-5. So in race 3, 3-5. In race 4, single the 2. Race 4, single the 2. Race 5, 1 and 5. 1 and 5. Then in race number 6, we are going to go 1 and 4. 1 and 4, can't disrespect the power play. And in race number 7, we are going to go 6-3. 6-3. That's it. $16 ticket. Play it 2, 3, 4 times, and hopefully it works out with these short prices. Race number 3 does begin that pick 5. No scratches, no rider changes. We are back to the turf course. Nice maiden race here. Nice purse, $28,000. Angela and Kevin take Southgate Gator. I'm on Air Mile Flyer. I do think one of those 2 wins. Do you?
I think the Bethke horse in between them's got a chance. I know 0 for 20 is pesky, but with this bunch, I think more Tiger Paw deserves at least some respect. But, man, Southgate Gator looks like they're setting this horse up for a win. Turf was sneaky good back in 2024. Only ran 1 time in 25. It was in July. Clearly something went amiss. But now we've got this great, steady, drawn-out set of workouts that finish with a couple of beauties at Canterbury. We get Americano on here for Beeler. Beeler's a trainer we trust. He looks like Lone Speed. I think the Gator will have them chasing his tail. More Tiger Paw in second. I think this horse is very playable at 9-2. And, yeah, Airmail Flyer. You mentioned it yesterday, and I think you're dead on. I think Joel Burnt is sitting on one of those early summer runs. We've seen it time and time again, Davey. keep an eye on Bert's horses. You made the call, and he had one that ran off the screen yesterday.
Yeah, I take Airmail Flyer first. We got some turf experience here where some others in the field don't necessarily have as much. More Tiger Paws never run on the turf. Southgate Gator did run on the turf, ran a bang-up race too in early September. Unseen since July. Airmail Flyer unseen since September. So I'm just gonna use those two. More Tiger Paws 0 for 20 with only 1 second. Mr. Bougie, if the firster jumps up with Bridgie, who's good on the turf, then so be it. And I think Wiles got put in the race here with respect to make sure it went for Southgate Gator.
100%.
So I'm going to go 5-3-2. 5-3-2 in race number 3. To the 4th race, beginning the final pick 4 family day at CBY. Lemon Zone is trying to win 2 in a row, but we have Steam Team unanimity here. When Angela, Kevin, and yours truly all end up on the same horse, it wins 72.7% of the time. We had one yesterday. So we're all on number 2, Spun Not Stirred. I'll single this one in my pick 5. You?
Looks good enough to eat. Didn't really care for the turf in Arizona, but if you go back to the dirt form at Santa Anita, yeah, that track, Santa Anita, this horse just towers over this field class-wise. We get the hottest jock at the park. We get a 30% trainer. There's just way too much to like. I love that you're singling this horse in the pick 5. The one's the only horse I would fear. Comes out of a live race. Hasn't raced since April Fool's Day. Does show a couple of nice breezes at Canterbury. Derby winning trainer in tow. But I go 2, 1, and 5. I think the 2 wins at 2-5, and I think it's easy today.
What about Lemon Zone off the
Hi,
claim?
Mouse.
Are you out? See you, Moosey. Are you off number 4?
I didn't like that field. I mean, he went out for 4-5, and he did it the right way.
Yeah.
I think this is a much deeper pool of water, so he'll have to prove me wrong.
Spun Not Stirred, like Kevin mentioned, we go on a class drop here. It's got a little red flag class drop to it, where you just ran in late April in a $20,000 optional claimer, and the connections chose to not make the horse available. Then the horse ran poorly, and now you can have him for $7,500. Boy, this sounds like a great single. Trainer wins a lot of races. Jockey wins them all. So I'll take, I'll single that one. 2, 4, and 3. 5th race to the turf course, beginning the final pick 3 today at CBY. Racing resumes after today, Thursday at 5 o'clock. We started Thursdays this week. Great $2 specials. Admission $2. Pepsi's $2, hot dogs $2, Budweiser's $2 each and every Thursday, and this is today at the races, provided by Touchdown Tile. Number 3, Shankopotamus, picked up by Kelsey Haar. Kelsey Haar rides number 3 in race number 5. Kevin likes number 5, Kai Do Declare. Are you making a win bet on this one?
I am. I'm a big fan of Batter Up. I've watched Batter Up run a couple of times here, dirt and turf, and I'm super impressed. He made a big move on Sushi Man last night in the turf, and then Sushi Man said, no, thank you. I'm going to be free and clear. But this Kai Do Declare looks like a horse with some upside. Will not be favored. He's 7-2. I think the inside 2 horses are going to dominate in the wagering, and I get it with Elston Gunn, for sure, the one off that last effort. But I just think the 5's faced better competition. I go 5, 1, and 4.
Yeah, I'm going to take Elston Gunn here, but not a single 1 and 5 in my pick 5. Elston Gunn has a start over the turf course, ran quite well too. I don't mind that Nick's Honor race. They went in 37-1. Outlaw Run kind of went to hanging a little bit, but I was looking forward Thursday night to betting on Outlaw Run in the last race, but we had to cancel because of lightning. So I think Elston Gunn comes out of some pretty good races. I'll take that one first. Second, I take Wishmaster. Here we are with some Uloa steam again. I got the Birdwell gang going first and second.
Wow.
The Birdwell Exacta here, 1-4-2 for the top 3. King of the Trail will be the 3rd selection. King of the Trail, don't let this one get off at 3.5 or 4-1 or higher, because you have connections that are winning. This horse could be the controlling speed in the race. And we had a couple of bad breaks the last 2 starts and rushed up both times. So I've seen things like that before where they break nicely, get a clean trip, win it 4-1. Keep that in mind with number 2, but I'll go 1, 4, and 2. Race number 6 is the Sunday penultimate, and it begins our final double, the Dr. Dan late double. Navarre's trying to win 2 in a row. Then you have It's Miles, Hat Trick Jack, way up north, the power play. Perfect Gamble, Betty and Nick. What do you do here?
I thought this was a really tough race. I know it's small in numbers, but I could make a case for every one of these racehorses. I like the 4 a lot here. I like Way Up North. Lara gets the call for Brucey Rican. They're going to try to fire fresh off a layoff. They faced better competition last year. I mean, look who this horse ran against last time. Haunted Haze, Tuco Bay, Crocodile Hunter, faced Towner 2. I mean, this horse has faced significantly better than most of these. Now, it's miles.
You're right.
You can make a case for its miles for sure.
Yeah.
But I think the 4's in a good spot. I think that price is going to drift up. They don't bet Brucey. I'm going to go 4, 2, and 5.
I ended up with Navarre here, 1, 2, 4, and the logic, having handicapped this a week ago, must have been that you got a bunch of horses here coming off layoffs. Perfect Gamble's not coming off a layoff, but nevertheless just ran in that Elston Gun race, which is not bad. But Navarre, I was impressed with the way Navarre ran. And now Navarre will stretch it out a little bit. I think the distance will be okay. The rider's red hot, and I got the inside. 1, 2, and 4. And in the pick 5, I'm using 1 and 4 in that race. Race number 7, scratch number 1, Mendelssohn Joy. Race 7, scratch number 2, Classify. Number 2, Classify, the main track only horse, out of race number 7. So we are relegated to 5 here. It's a little 6-3-2 for me. Frosty View was the Canterbury Park 2025 Horse of the Year. Good to see him again.
Yeah, fun to see Frosty back on the beam. Last seen at Churchill Downs running a really good turf sprint race where he finished 5th out of 12, but did all the dirty work on the front end. The key to the entire race is going to be what happens with Mr. Muldoon.
Yeah.
When he's cranked up and fast, he's a problem. And if Mr. Muldoon gets out there and challenges Frosty View in the first half of this race, well, Tonka Warrior and Innately Good are going to be sitting in a great spot in the stretch because the favorite will be softened. I just see this horse, Frosty View, being able to put away Mr. Muldoon in quick fashion. And I'm not certain that this most recent edition of Mr. Muldoon is fast enough to keep up, especially in terms of trying to win a horse race. So I'm going to trust the class. I'm going to go 6, 5, and 4.
Now this race, when I started handicapping it, I picked it 6-3-2. It reminded me of the Sushi Man race yesterday, where
Totally.
Sushi Man hadn't run in a while. Looks like he has some really good talent, but he hasn't run in a while. What do you think about the horses around him? I just didn't think they were classy enough, and Sushi Man lived up to that hype. This is different because Tonka Warrior, I mean, Tonka Warrior's almost made $500,000. Mr. Muldoon has that speed we were talking about, classifies out, so that helps Frosty View. But Innately Good made $84,000 last year. So this is a tricky one. Frosty View is a very, very nice horse who has made $240,000 in 18 starts. I just wonder if he's fully cranked for a race like this off a layoff from last November at Churchill Downs. I think he is, and if he is, they're all running for second.
Yep.
I pick it 6, 3, and 2. We race Basset Hounds next Sunday. Kids, make your parents bring you out to see the doggies, and we have a bunch of $2 specials on Thursday for that night of live racing. Larry Fleet is here Friday with some country music, and we think you would enjoy that if you go to CanterburyPark.com. For Kevin and Paul, tear it up today. Thanks for watching. CBY bugler Lynn Dykert brings them onto the track for the first of 7 Pepsi Family Day at Canterbury Park. No scratches here in the first. Turf course, firm. Rail all the way to the inside. Sponsors, Appalatos, Tri-State Bobcat, Minnesota Soybean Research and Promotion Council, John Deere, Quick Trip, Maker's Mark, Loeffler, Minnesota Lottery, Anheuser-Busch, and Comcast Xfinity. The featured group today is the Tom Seals graduation party. Congratulations to Tom Seals. Race 1, 5 minutes. Welcome. And the horses are arriving at the starting gate. It is now race time. Sundays at Canterbury Park are provided by Pepsi, Quick Trip, and Hormel. Into the gate they go. Stradivarian 2-1, Hurricane Cloud 2-1. They share a home. Angels Magic, upset winner opening night at CBY, 3.5-1. Commissioner Oscar 3-1. Then Stability 5-1 with Constantino Roman, who won a couple of times yesterday, including the 10,000 Lake Stakes. One out.
Downloaded. Still back. Everybody good, huh? We about to go. Yes, sir. Let's get this on the road, bro. All right, y'all. The first one off.
All right.
Let's go.
Welcome. And they're racing. Angels Magic spreads the wings out of the gate, but now takes off the pace. And Stability at 10-1, by far the longest shot of the 5-horse field, has the lead with 1 lap to go, and a headstrong Angels Magic just off the heels of that long shot leader, angling to the outside and being restrained mightily. A length and a half behind that, Stradivarian. Pace picks up. Stability puts the pedal to the metal around the corner, and the pace conspicuously picks up. It is Stability, 2.5 Angels Magic, then it's Stradivarian. After that, Hurricane Cloud, and outside of that is Oscar, Commissioner Oscar, 5 lengths from the lead. Up the barn side they travel, chasing the long shot Stability. Angels Magic creeps up to the inside, and now those two nearly in perfect harmony into the far turn. Tracking is Stradivarian to the outside of stablemate Hurricane Cloud, and Commissioner Oscar is now 6 out of it, but still in with a shot Stability. Stability quite stable on that early lead at 10-1. Stability still clear. Angels Magic to the inside of Stradivarian. Hurricane Cloud not asked for run yet. Hurricane Cloud being taken to the outside by De Silva for the stretch run, and then we come to Commissioner Oscar into the stretch. Stability slowing down. Here comes Hurricane Cloud swirling. Hurricane Cloud blows by the stablemate Stradivarian, and Hurricane Cloud with a very, very well-timed ride by Fausto De Silva wins it convincingly. 2-5-1, race 1. Number 2, Hurricane Cloud, ran first in 135.08. Well done. It is 2-5-1-4, and we had a claim in race number 1. The claim, runner-up Stradivarian, claimed for $7,500 to the care of Edgar Espinoza for Sucaron Racing. Runner-up Stradivarian, Shifting Barn, Shifting Homes after a claim, Espinoza Sucaron. And the first race is official. The old 9-year-old taught those kids a lesson. 2-5-1-4. Trainer swept the exacta. Race number 2, fast main track, no scratches, no rider changes. We have Battle of the Barrels coming up June 19th. The region's top cowgirls go head-to-head in a high-stakes race against the clock and each other. Come early for the Busch Light Happy Hour, Sip and Shop, games and more. June 19th, Canterbury Park. CanterburyPark.com for information and/or tickets. Race 2 provided by Apple Autos, the official vehicle supplier to Canterbury Park. Need a ride? Check out Apple Ford Shakopee. We also thank Comcast Xfinity, where the Wi-Fi is booming. And Furniture Mart, thank you for your 2026 sponsorship. 16 Minnesota locations near you. Furniture Mart, thank you. Race number 2 is 20 minutes from now. Here's a scratch in the second race being announced for the first time. Scratch in race 2 being announced for the first time. Scratch number 1, all tail. Race 2, scratch number 1, all tail. Refunds available for win, play, show, exacta, trifecta, and superfecta wagers involving number 1, all tail. If you add Hurricane Cloud to all tail in a double, you will receive a consolation payoff. If you add number 1, all tail in the first pick 4 and/or 3, you will receive the starting favorite in race number 2. Now down to 4 in race 2, which means we are refunding all show, trifecta, and superfecta wagers on race 2. Scratch number 1, all tail. Here comes the old guy, old Hurricane Cloud, the Brit. Got the money in the first race. Trainer swept the exacta, 7.5 to 1 on that. And Hurricane Cloud's in the winner's circle with Fausto da Silva, the winning owner and trainer, Jose Silva Jr. Behold, Hurricane Cloud. Racing. Angels Magic spreads the wings out of the gate, but now takes off the pace. And Stability at 10-1, by far the longest shot of the 5-horse field, has the lead with 1 lap to go, and a headstrong Angels Magic just off the heels of that long shot leader, angling to the outside and being restrained mightily. A length and a half behind that, Stradivarian. Pace picks up. Stability puts the pedal to the metal around the corner, and the pace conspicuously picks up. It is Stability, 2.5 Angels Magic, then is Stradivarian. After that, Hurricane Cloud, and outside of that is Oscar, Commissioner Oscar, 5 lengths from the lead. Up the barn side they travel, chasing the long shot Stability. Angels Magic creeps up to the inside, and now those two nearly in perfect harmony into the far turn. Tracking is Stradivarian to the outside of stablemate Hurricane Cloud, and Commissioner Oscar is now 6 out of it, but still in with a shot Stability. Stability quite stable on that early lead at 10-1. Stability still clear. Angels Magic to the inside of Stradivarian. Hurricane Cloud not asked for run yet. Hurricane Cloud being taken to the outside by De Silva for the stretch run, and then we come to Commissioner Oscar into the stretch. Stability slowing down. Here comes Hurricane Cloud swirling. Hurricane Cloud blows by the stablemate Stradivarian, and Hurricane Cloud with a very, very well-timed ride by Fausto De Silva wins it convincingly. 2-5-1.
Well, it is a very sultry Sunday afternoon, and we're going to have some fun here with the Pepsi Family Day festivities underway. We've got face painting, we've got the petting zoo, we've got the wonders of it all. We'll have the kids. If you've got little ones with you, they can race on the main track after our 7th race of the day. Paul Allen, voice of the Vikings, will call that race. It's a spectacle, but make sure you're able to get inside and enjoy some of that air conditioning, too, throughout the day. It's really warm out here in the paddock. Not a lot of breeze either, so we'll keep an eye on the horses with the scratch of number 1 here, All Tail. No show, no try, no super. Chalk Parade this weekend continues. Co-favorite in the first race was the Deuce, who wins. In this race, the Deuce is Julia Street, Americano, the hottest jockey on the planet. He rides for Esteban Martinez. This kid's putting on a show. This horse has had a couple of slow starts, and it's cost her. If she can get out of the gate, I think she could be a problem. And boy, the fans are double-fisting with old Julia. She's even money. Look at the odds right now on the board. 1, 2, 3, and 4 to 1. Number 3 is my pick. I'm going to try Allison Road with Uloa for my main man, Mac Robertson. I love those Chicago shippers. Last seen at Hawthorne Park. Decent effort on the main track last time out. Kind of had to pass horses late. Significantly better competition. Jeff Maday's favorite handicapping angle, the old ship and dip right here. Ship and dip for a win. I'm going to try Allison Road. Quasi Dancer is the 4. It's Lara getting the call for Lynn Rarick, and Lynn Rarick's barn is hot as the weather. Started 4 horses, 3 of 1, so 75% winners for Miss Rarick. Tampa Shipper, Touch of Speed, looking good in the paddock too as Lara gets a leg up. Good looking horse, healthy looking coat with those pretty blinkers. And number 5 is Lily's Legacy. Hey Jude in the saddle for Nancy Sheehan. 3 career starts, 1 at Delta, 2 at Remington, and really she just hasn't shown her cards yet. I like the works here at Canterbury, including that most recent work, which was a 48 and change breeze out of the gate, but still yet to do her best stuff when the lights are bright. She also makes a nice impression here in the paddock. With the scratch of the 1, no show, no try, no superfecta. That doesn't mean no fun. You can get the bets in now, and they cash just the same, whether there's a show bet available or not. You should be betting to win. You should believe in yourself. Put your money where your mind is. They'll be at the gate in around 8, and then they're going to get it on.
To the fast main track for the 2nd. Scratch number 1, All Tail, so no show, trifecta, or superfecta wagering in 5 minutes.
Happy Sunday from the Winner's Circle. I'm down here with Adeline, one of our young race fans, and she is going to get $20 to Lucky's gift shop if she can find Lucky in the grandstand. I'm giving her a pair of binoculars here. You guys can help her out if you see Lucky before she does, but we're going to put 30 seconds on the clock, and you have a half a minute to find Lucky in the crowd. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, let's put 30 seconds on the clock. And go. All right, if anybody does see Lucky, you can definitely give her some hints. If you see him anywhere in the grandstand, if you see him anywhere around. I'm looking over there. Oh, where'd you find him? Wow, you didn't need any 30 seconds at all. Sharp eye. Wow, how did you find him so fast?
Just looked.
All right, do you have anything you want to get in the gift shop?
We haven't looked in the gift shop, so.
Well, now you got some money to go look. Well done.
Heck yeah.
Atta girl. Okay. You got 3 minutes to bet race number 2. Adeline's going to be in the gift shop.
There at the starting gate, it is now post time for race 2 on Family Day. Julia Street, Allison Road, Quasi Dancer, and Lila's Legacy. Julia Street, even money. Lily's Legacy, last in. All right now.
All right, word on.
They're racing. Quasi Dancer stumbled shortly after the gates pop, but recovered nicely to contest the early lead with Lily's Legacy and Julia Street to the inside. And Quasi Dancer is fast and takes the lead by a half. Allison Road begins to stride up powerfully to the outside from last to third to second. And Allison Road has gone from last right to the lead to the outside of Lily's Legacy. Quasi Dancer's lead has been usurped. Then it's Julia Street, 5 lengths out of it. This one is even money. As they approach the top of the stretch, 2 packs of 2. Up top, Allison Road to the outside of Lily's Legacy. Julia Street's paying attention now. Julia Street, roused for a run, has gone from last to third to second, right up to the lead. Julia Street with those blue blinkers hooks up with Allison Road for the stretch drive. It is 2 and 3, locked in battle with 150 to go. Julia Street, the momentum. Allison Road watching Julia Street run away by 2, and Julia Street is on the wrong lead, but in the right place, the winner's circle. Number 2, Julia Street first. Allison Road second. Lily's Legacy third. Quasi Dancer fourth. All Tail was scratched after pick 3 and pick 4 wagers had been made with race 1. So if you had All Tail in the pick 3 or 4, you received the starting favorite and winner, Julia Street. It's unofficial. Second race, official. That consolation double, 2-1, paid $5.60. 2-2 double, $13.80. Race number 3 begins the Canterbury Park Pick 5. It's only 50 cents. Nation low takeout, 10%. Turf course firm, no scratches. Thank you, Quick Trip. You can win 2 Old National Bank VIP experience tickets to the Ram Trucks Rodeo, July 17th through the 19th, right here at Canterbury Park. Enter for an opportunity to win a $100 Quick Trip gift card via your Quick Rewards app, and you can do so through June 14th. Thank you, Quick Trip. And the Rams Truck Rodeo is July 17th through the 19th. Father's Day is 2 weeks from today. Bring Dad. Thanks to Furniture Mart, we are giving away free Lazy Boy recliners after each race 2 weeks from today. We also have a food truck festival. Get tickets, learn more, CanterburyPark.com. Julia Street used a little class dip to her liking and breaks the maiden with jockey Manny Americano. We've run 15 races this week. Manuel Americano has won 7 of them. Julia Street is owned and trained by Esteban Martinez. Racing. Quasi Dancer stumbled shortly after the gates pop, but recovered nicely to contest the early lead with Lily's Legacy and Julia Street to the inside, and Quasi Dancer is fast and takes the lead by a half. Allison Road begins to stride up powerfully to the outside from last to third to second, and Allison Road has gone from last right to the lead to the outside of Lily's Legacy. Quasi Dancer's lead has been usurped. Then it's Julia Street, 5 lengths out of it. This one is even money. As they approach the top of the stretch, 2 packs of 2. Up top, Allison Road to the outside of Lily's Legacy. Julia Street's paying attention now. Julia Street, roused for a run, has gone from last to third to second, right up to the lead. Julia Street. Julia Street with those blue blinkers hooks up with Allison Road for the stretch drive. It is 2 and 3, locked in battle with 150 to go. Julia Street, the momentum. Allison Road watching Julia Street run away by 2, and Julia Street is on the wrong lead, but in the right place, but winner's circle.
Hello from the paddock. Now, before we get to the race itself in the third and the pick 5, I want to introduce Audrey and Rose right here behind me. They are going to be doing the call for Riders Up today because it is family day. We got to get the whole family involved. You two are going to put the jockeys in the saddle. That's coming up in just a minute. But first, we're going to take a look at this third race. This is the first leg of the pick 5, and this one's on the turf. This is for Minnesota breds. They're maidens. Nobody's won in here before, and there's a pair from the Mike Beeler stable. I like the one more towards the outside, but the rail-drawn Wiles is where we'll begin handicapping this one. He hasn't run 2 turns, and he hasn't been on the turf since last year, so some changes are in place for Wiles. He does have a couple of starts this year, though, and that is a very important thing. When I talk about the angle a little bit later, some of these horses, especially Minnesota breds, haven't been out to the races in a while, and just like you and me, if we haven't been for a run in a while, we're probably not going to be at our best. So Wiles, with a couple of starts behind him, does have an edge over some of his competition in here. Has shown some speed, just hasn't had the stick at the end of things. But right now, if you do like Wiles, you're going to get 6-1, and you get 5-2 on the horse right next door. Mr. Bougie. Mr. Bougie is making his very first start. He's a half to a horse named Way Up North. They haven't been great right off the bat in this family necessarily. Maybe after a couple of races, things will really get rolling for Mr. Bougie, but he does have a lot of work leading into this. Maybe he just wasn't showing as much speed in the morning, so they opted to send him a little bit further distance and see if he's more apt to that. He's by Painter, so you'd think that he might like the turf a little bit, and there aren't so many also-rans, maybe as some of the other competition in here, as Mr. Bougie is just making start number 1. The horse that I took in here is the 3, Southgate Gator. Kevin and I agree on Southgate Gator. Mike Beeler, again, put in 2. This is the second one of those 2. And Southgate Gator is another one who's trying to pick back up on things. He hasn't been out since last year, and he only made 1 start in 2025. All of his other running was as a 2-year-old. And Southgate Gator and Manny Americano were going to team up, trying to turn the page and get back on track, because the last time that we saw him, he was also against winners previously, not maidens. And Southgate Gator ran his best race to date on the turf. He's out of a mare that liked it a little bit, and Southgate Gator, I thought, made a lot of sense in this spot. Just not maybe the price that you would be looking for, but that's probably not going to happen in a smaller field anyway. He is currently 3-2. 7-2 is the price that you get on More Tiger Paw. More Tiger Paw hails from the Troy Bethke barn. Lots of experience for this one. He's the son of More Spirit, and he has 6 starts this year. That, like I mentioned, is a big deal compared to some of these horses who haven't been out in quite a while. Hi, Troy. More Tiger Paw got a 4th place finish last time. He was behind a couple of his stablemates. Now that he's not running against them, and now that he's back on the turf, or now he's trying the turf, maybe things will change around for More Tiger Paw, because he does come from a family that liked the grass a little bit. Airmail Flyer on the outside is the choice of Paul Allen. He's 7-2, just like the 4 More Tiger Paw. But the outside runner, Airmail Flyer, is another one who hasn't been out since he was 3 years old. Airmail Flyer was making up some ground at the end of his turf races, and he has had 4 of them. But he seems to get maybe a little bit tired going a mile, so 7.5 seems to be a very good fit for him now that he is more mature, another year older. He and Constantino Roman may get along just fine, and we did see them team up for a win in the 10,000 Lakes yesterday, that being this jockey and trainer. And Airmail Flyer is my second choice in this field, but a lot better value currently on the board at 7-2. Now, if you do want to bet this third race, the pick 5 is where you want to begin. That's a 10% takeout, 50-cent pick 5. That is the best value in racing as far as pick 5 goes. You can do pick 3s, you can do doubles, you can do exactas, tries, and superfectas if you'd like. Those are all of the wagering options, and 5 to pick from as far as the Minnesota bred maidens go. They'll go 7.5 furlongs in about 9 minutes as they parade around the walking ring right now. Any thoughts from you two on any of the horses that look good in here? Yep, Rob. All right, it's time, ladies. If you're ready, give the call for Riders Up. 1, 2, 3.
Riders up.
All right, well done, ladies. The jockeys are going to get in the saddles right now and head out to the track for this third race. Remember, it does kick off the pick 5. If you want to bet that, you got about now 8 minutes to go till the third. Good luck.
Lynn Dykert's call to the post brings them on the track, then to a firm turf course for the Canterbury Park Pick 5. It's only 50 cents. Pick the winners of the final 5 races and house the Pick 5. No scratches here in race number 3. We're just 5 minutes from it.
Power play time up here in the press box. Thank you to Tri-State Bobcat for their great support of our racing product here at Canterbury Park. Hey, we're starting the Pick 5 right now. Got to play the Pick 5 at Canterbury. 10% takeout, significantly lower than any other racetrack in the country. And I've got a horse I'm going to key in my Pick 5. It happens in race 6. It's number 4. Let's go to the cabin. Let's go way up north. Tradition here in Minnesota like none other. So we've got Brucey Rican, who's sneaky good. They don't bet his horses for whatever reason. Love the workout. Now a new 4-year-old hasn't been seen since September. And that's normal for Minnesota breds. This is where they make all their money in the summertime. But facing a decent group of horses, but not a group like this one. Stakes winners, top to bottom, like Tuco Bay, Crocodile Hunter, even Haunted Hayes, really good horse. So you're going to watch this replay and you're going to say, well, wait a minute, this horse is nowhere near. And I'll grant you that. This horse is off the pace and these stakes winners are doing what they do. They're going super fast too. But I'm going to watch the way this horse finished up. And I'm going to say to myself, this is a 3-year-old at this time facing older, the toughest competition that state bred action has available in Minnesota in a sprint race. And I'm going to see a horse that was ascending at the end of last year that now is a year older with workouts for a trainer I trust. And watch that horse finish up in there. Oh, yeah, way up north, taking him deep in race 6 for the power play. Let's cash together.
And let's cash for the kids with the Culver's Junior Jockey of the Day. You're going to see these children spinning about, and we're going to pick 3. Each wins free kids meal from Culver's across the street, the one here in Shakopee, just across the street from Canterbury. Here we go. Winner number 1 is right on, little buddy. Head to the first floor information booth to claim your prize. Spin the kids and come up with number 2. Here they come. There's number 2 with Lucky. Congratulations. First floor information booth opposite the gift shop to claim the prize. And junior jockey number 3 is that one. Congratulations. Thank you, Culver's. And congratulations to the junior jockeys of the day. The horses are approaching the starting gate. It's post time for the Canterbury Park Pick 5. Two back. More Tiger Paw, Airmail Flyer, Southgate Gator favored. With some coercing, more Tiger Paw entering his spot. Our Thursday swing of racing began this week. So we race next Thursday, 5 o'clock. Admission, $2. And also for $2, Pepsis, hot dogs, and Budweisers. Each and every Thursday at Canterbury Park, we start at 5. More Tiger Paw being quite stubborn. Southgate Gator 3-2, Airmail Flyer 2-1. Yes, more Tiger Paws in, 1 out. Airmail Flyer last in.
Everybody good, huh? Wait, 1 second.
Maidens on the Canterbury turf course. Has been eliminated from the equation. Meanwhile, the other 4 go on. And up top, Southgate Gator has the lead from Airmail Flyer, about 2.5, 3 clear from more Tiger Paw. And they are far, far clear from Mr. Bougie. That's the firster way back in last. They head up the Canterbury Park barn side as jockey Victor Lara continues to lay on his back in front of us here on the turf course, being assisted by the Canterbury medical team as Southgate Gator and Airmail Flyer hook up about 7, 8 clear from more Tiger Paw than it's Mr. Bougie. So they're approaching the top of the stretch, and Southgate Gator still locked in battle with Airmail Flyer. They have a 1/4 of a mile to go. More Tiger Paw getting a good trip if able to have some punch in the stretch with 3/16 to go. Southgate Gator, Airmail Flyer, more Tiger Paw creeping into the inside. This one's over 20, hoping today's the day. Southgate Gator, Airmail Flyer, these two to the line together and pay believers in the 5. Hold all tickets. Hold all tickets. The stewards have posted the inquiry sign involving the situation in the early stages of race number 3. 5342 is unofficial. Inquiry in progress. All right, there will be no change to the final order of finish. Number 1, Wiles, spooked approaching the turn. Spooked at something and tried to jump the rail. So fortunately, the horse is no worse for the wear. And we will share with you whatever we learn about jockey Victor Lara. But there will be no change to the final order of finish. 5342. Airmail Flyer finds the winner's circle with Constantino Roman, the winning owner, Lamont Nenast, and the winning trainer, Joe Burnt. Airmail Flyer is a 4-year-old based son of Air Force Blue out of Letters and Notes, bred in Minnesota by Jerry and Marianne Herringer. And the third is official. Exacta $9.50, trifecta $8. The first pick 3 today paid $18.50. Race 4, fast main track, no scratches and no rider changes. Race 4 provided by Jim Beam Bourbon, Busch Light, Touchdown Tile, and Old National Bank.
All right, welcome back to the paddock. We're sailing along on this Sunday afternoon, and if you like country music, you're going to get a great opportunity this Friday night. Larry Fleet and our concert setup here at Canterbury, very intimate, a few thousand people. You can get up close with the artist. You can dance right on the apron there by the mid part of the stretch. Larry Fleet, Friday night. It's real simple. Go to CanterburyPark.com. All the details. We've got racing Thursday, country concert Friday, Saturday racing at 5, and another Pepsi Family Day next Sunday with the dogs a part of the equation. So a lot of reasons to come out to Canterbury Park. That website is your spot for all the info, deals, and information. Here we go. Race 4, 7 furlongs, some sprinkles in the air. With the humidity the way it's been all day, you kind of figured this would happen. And a very competitive race here at 7 furlongs. Only 5 horses, but you can make a case for every one of them, especially the inside marker. This is G-Dog. Requelme gets the call. Good-looking horse on the muscle out here for Kentucky Derby winning trainer Chip Woolley. Really like the way the horse is kind of ambling out of that saddling enclosure. It's a warm day. You don't want to expend too much energy, especially an older horse like this who's now 4. Has good closing kick in from Arizona and exits a very productive race where the first place finisher and the third place finisher have come back to win. I land on the 2, Spun, Not Stirred, and I'm with the Steam team. PA and Angela joined me. We had this situation yesterday. It doesn't happen often. We handicap separately. We rarely come up with the same horse for all 3 of us, but we are 72% the last 3 summers when we unite, and that's what we've got here with Spun Not Stirred. Now, on paper, looks like a closer. There's some Santa Anita form there. I think, though, Americana will have this horse a little closer to the pace, and I know this horse can finish 3-2 up on the board. 3 is Tarp's Storm. Roman gets the call for Espinoza. Oaklawn Park Invader, big-time closer, should be rallying late. Remember, at Oaklawn Park, they run against some big-time money horses, so a big drop in class. Jeff Madey and some of the guys in the press box are enamored with Lemonson off a very nice maiden win. The horse had some trouble in that race, and guess what? He won at 7 furlongs. This is a quirky, longer distance for a sprinter, and he's already won at 7 furlongs. That's an advantage. He's hot right now, looking to go boom, boom, back-to-back, 6-1 up on the board. There just isn't a lot of speed on paper. And if you like early speed, you're going to fall in love with the man, the myth, the other Chip Woolley horse with Kelsey Haar astride. If this 5 can get out there and get loose and slow the fractions down, well, look out. Lone speed, anytime, anywhere, any distance is dangerous. Kelsey might be loose on the man, the myth. The intrigue is everywhere. We have a final pick 4 opportunity that could be life-changing. It's race number 4. It's Canterbury Park. It's coming up. It's coming at you, and it is next.
In the post parade for the 4th race, Fast Main Track and Pick 4 wagering on the final 4 live races today.
Hello again, do you? And happy Sunday. If you're going to be making money today, you got to have an angle, and I have one in race number 6. You've heard me talk a little bit today about recency. I'm going to tell you a little bit more what I mean by that and why I like a couple of horses in race number 6. Now, if you go to drf.com, you can just click on handicapping and PPs, pick out a page, and you can look at any one of our races at Canterbury Park. Now, we're going to start with 2 horses in race number 6. They're the 1, Navarre, and the 5, Perfect Gamble. Now take a look at these 2 up in the upper right-hand corner of any of their performances. You can see their lifetime mark. These 2 have both run in 2026. Navarre just won recently, and Perfect Gamble has started 5 times already this year. Why does that give them an edge? Well, they're a little more fit probably than their competition because these are the other 3 members of the field. And you can look at their marks this year. They don't have any. It's Miles hasn't run since 2025. Hat Trick Jack hasn't hit the track since 2024, and Way Up North as well has not raced since last year. With that in mind, I did use the 1 and the 5, keeping it simple, just with the recency in race number 6. Now, if you're out by the winner's circle, get ready. If you're not, you better get there quick. T-shirts are coming your way right now, so make some noise, everybody.
It's race time. Into the gate for race number 4. Spun Not Stirred favored just to the outside of G-Dog, the man, the myth, last in line. Race number 4, Sunday in Shakopee. And they're racing. G-Dog comes out fast, but not as fast as the bookender, the man, the myth. And the man, the myth, has taken a 2.5 length lead as they spin around that turn. Lemon Sown looking to win 2 in a row. Rider has the yellow colors just to the outside of Spun Not Stirred, who's cutting into the leader's margin. Then it's G-Dog, and the one in last is Tarp Storm. 8 lengths from front to back, up the barn side they go, and the man, the myth, still with the best alacrity heading into the far turn. Spun Not Stirred all over that one is the 1-5 favorite, and Said Duo has gone 5 clear from Lemon Sown, who's coming under a ride. G-Dog second last, and Tarp Storm can see them all. Off the far turn they go, and there goes Spun Not Stirred, putting 3 on the man, the myth, and that turn of speed is antithetical to a myth. G-Dog rolls up to a joint third to the inside of Lemon Sown. Way back in last is Tarp Storm, and it's Spun Not Stirred. Running up the score on the other 4 into the final furlong. Spun Not Stirred has put their backs against the wall, and he is gone. Spun Not Stirred by at least 10. Lemon Sun second, and G-Dog ran third. Number 2, Spun Not Stirred, the people's choice. First, Lemon Sown second, G-Dog third, the man, the myth fourth. It's 2-4-1-5. The 4th race is official. The winner, Spun Not Stirred, was claimed for $7,500, winning a 2-way shake for the victorious 2. Trainer Mike Beeler for Double Down Racing. Spun Not Stirred, $7,500 purchase. Beeler, Double Down. The winner paid $240, $210, $210, okay. Race number 5 is on the firm turf course, and number 3, Shankopotamus, is ridden by Kelsey Haar. 5 duel on the firm lawn, just 17 minutes from now. We're only 17 minutes away from race 5, which is courtesy of Pepsi, the official soft drink provider of Canterbury Park. Also John Deere, nothing runs like a deer. And Continental Diamond in St. Louis Park, continentaldiamond.com. Spun Not Stirred into the winner's enclosure with winning jockey Manny Americano. Spun Not Stirred is owned by Taboada Racing Stables, and the winning trainer, Jose Silva Jr. racing. G-Dog comes out fast, but not as fast as the bookender, the Man, the Myth. And the Man, the Myth has taken a 2.5 length lead as they spin around that turn. Lemon Sown looking to win 2 in a row. Rider has the yellow colors just to the outside of Spun Not Stirred, who's cutting into the leader's margin. Then it's G-Dog, and the one in last is Tarp Storm. 8 lengths from front to back, up the barn side they go, and the Man, the Myth, still with the best alacrity heading into the far turn. Spun Not Stirred all over that one is the 1 to 5 favorite, and Said Duo has gone 5 clear from Lemon Sown, who's coming under a ride. G-Dog second last, and Tarp Storm can see them all. Off the far turn they go, and there goes Spun Not Stirred, putting 3 on the Man, the Myth, and that turn of speed is antithetical to a myth. G-Dog rolls up to a joint third to the inside of Lemon Sown. Way back in last is Tarp Storm, and it's Spun Not Stirred. Running up the score on the other 4 into the final furlong. Spun Not Stirred has put their backs against the wall, and he is gone. Spun Not Stirred by at least 10. Lemon Sun second, and G-Dog ran third.
Well, welcome back out here to the paddock. We get set for a nice turf race, 1 mile on our beautiful Canterbury Park turf course. And as you can see in the early wagering, there's some different opinions all over the board here, and off a nice heavy favorite that just cruises to victory in race number 4. We get to the back 3 races on the card. Kids will race on the track, and also I'm going to have a quick interview with Kelsey Haar in the winner's circle after this race. For the younger race fans here, a way to get involved with the Junior Jockey Club, get up close, get an autograph or a picture with Kelsey Haar. Terrific rider, fantastic human being. That is after this race in the winner's circle. If you've got the youngsters with you, please bring them down. We'll have a good time with Miss Kelsey. All right, here we go for race 5. Number 1 on the board at 3-1 is Elston Gunn, looking to shoot him down for Miss Birdwell. In from Tampa last time, ran a sharp second behind Nick's Honor, who was very well met. Loved the inside post, loved the Canterbury turf debut last time, and with that stalking speed, De Silva should be poised to pounce. I think a major player here in the 5th event of the afternoon. Number 2 is King of the Trail, Quinones for Timmy P. A very potent jockey combination here at Canterbury, near 30%. Has some good early speed, lightly raced, in from Tampa, bred by Glen Hill Farm. So you've got all kinds of credibility here, and you're getting another price of 3-1. Kelsey Haar, the new jockey at number 3, Shankopotamus. Shankopotamus, trained by Stacy Rushton. Last time out against very salty Allowance Company, was far back early and then finished 6th. Tries to improve on that. Will be a late steamer. Try to pick him up, lay him down when they turn for home. The speed of the speed early on might be the 4 Wishmaster. Uloa gets the call for Birdwell. Tampa Shipper, if you go back to that turf sprint at Glitzy, Indiana, then you've got a chance. Yeah, that is a racetrack where at Horseshoe, Indianapolis, where they run some big-time racing, wire to wire down there. Longer effort here at a mile, but I would guess the 4 might be out there winging it on the front end. I would guess our dear friend Brian Aragoni, at least out of patronage to his home track, would have to play the 4 here. And Aragoni's been hot. I mean, red hot betting Canterbury lately. I've been getting a lot of text messages. Number 5 is Kai Du Declare, Tony Rengsdorf and Eddie G, the combo platter. I put this horse on top, 0 for 3 on the turf, not even yet to hit the board. But man, the dirt form is good. And if you go back and look at where the turf efforts were, Kentucky Downs and Ellis Park, I mean, that's just significantly better competition. I'm going to trust the class will tell and think the 5 can get the money right now on the board at a skinny 8-5. It's race 5. It's the turf. It is fun and games like no place else. I'll be out there with Kelsey Haar right after the race. I'll bring the kids down to the winner's circle. Right now, we send the equine athletes down the tunnel. Soon we get Sir Leonard Dykert and the call to the post.
The 5th race on the firm turf course, beginning the final pick 3 today. Number 3, Shankopotamus, is picked up by Kelsey Haar. Post time is only about 3.5 minutes from now, so don't get shut out.
All right, guys, we are down in the winner's circle before race number 5. This is a new addition to our roster of games this year. This is a neigh like a horse competition. So we've got a stable of young neighers down here that are going to give their best. And whether it be a typical neigh or something out of the ordinary, just do your best, and the winner is going to get a $20 gift card to Lucky's Gift Shop. Everybody else gets a t-shirt. So when you are ready, we're gonna start neighing. What is your name and where are you from?
Wesley.
Okay, Wesley. Now on the count of 3, you're gonna give a big giant neigh, okay? You ready? 1, 2, 3.
Yay!
All right, that was beautiful. Round of applause for Wesley. All right, this is gonna be how we determine our winner, so get loud if you think it's a good neigh. Now our next contestant is a Packer fan. We've had Packer fans here before. Now what is your name?
Nolan.
Okay, Nolan, on the count of 3, you're gonna give your best cheesehead kind of neigh, okay? 1, 2, 3. Okay, any applause for that one for Nolan? What do you think? It's a little different approach. All right, we have another Packer fan. Step right up. What's your name?
Daniel.
Okay, Daniel, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Packer fans sticking together. They sound alike. What do you think? What do we think? Okay, what's your name?
Michael Benitez.
Okay, Michael, and on the count of 3, no cheesehead neigh for you. Give it your best on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Woo, that might be the longest one we've had yet, a soccer kind of neigh. And our last contestant here, what is your name?
Celia.
Okay, Celia, on the count of 3, give me the last neigh of the day and make it the biggest, best one yet. 1, 2, 3. All right, that sounded just like a horse. We got to be careful. They might come back. All right, last neighor of the day. What do we think? All right, we got a panel of judges in pink over here. Who do we think is the winner of our neighing competition? Okay, come on up, Michael. Very well done. And one more time, if you didn't hear it. Give him one more big neigh. That was so well done. There we go. There you hear it. Just like a real horse, he gets the job done. You get $20 to go to Lucky's Gift Shop. Well done. And hope to see you down here again. Defend your title. Nice job.
I'm from Wisconsin. I love the Packers.
Oh, any Vikings fans in the house? Thank you. Good job, you guys. We're at the gate for race number 5.
It is now race time. Into the gate for the 5th. Elston Gunn, 7-5. Kaidu Declare, 2-1. King of the Trail, 3-1. Moving in. 1 out.
Everybody good, huh? Yeah. Trying to beat this rain, y'all.
Kaidu Declare, last in line.
Oh!
Racing. King of the Trail is king of the early speed. King of the Trail, 3-1, trying to go wire to wire. Wishmaster at 7-1, just off the flank of that one, and they go quickly. After that, Elston Gunn, 7 out of it, and about 3 clear from Kaidu Declare. The one in last is Shankopotamus. 11 already covers them. 2 and 4 continue to go like the wind. It is King of the Trail to the inside of Wishmaster. Now 7 lengths away from Elston Gunn. After that, we have Kaidu Declare at 3-1, about 10 lengths from the lead, and still 2.5 away from Shankopotamus. They head up the Canterbury Park barn side and have a half mile to travel. Not much separates 2 and 4. King of the Trail to the inside, Wishmaster to the outside. Elston Gunn continuing to track. Shankopotamus out of last and on the move. Shankopotamus at 20-1 rolls right up to a joint third, and King of the Trail is putting away Wishmaster. Elston Gunn swings wide. Kaidu Declare also running on, about 5 out of it. Meanwhile, Shankopotamus at 20-1 has taken a 5-length lead. Shankopotamus like a shot. By far the longest shot on the board leads it. Kai Do Declare trying to ruin Shankopotamus's day. Shankopotamus leads it, but the lead is diminishing. Kai Do Declare, Shankopotamus. Shankopotamus held on. Big upset in race 5. Photo finish, stand by. Result of the photo shows the winner is number 3, Shankopotamus. 20-1. 3-5-1-2. The winning rider is Kelsey Haar. She'll be signing autographs after race number 5. So find Kelsey after race 5. She'll be signing some autographs today. And we'll do so following a massive upset by Shankopotamus. The upset is official. Shankopotamus 42.20 for a $2 win wager. Pick 3 from race 3, 97.10. Atta girl. Exacta, $60.70. Trifecta, $71 and a nickel. Shankopotamus. Race 6, fast main track, no scratches. Post time's only about 15 minutes from now. So get your wagers in early on all these Canterbury races. We only have 2 left, and race number 6 should be about 15, 16 minutes from now. Thanks to Minnesota Soybean Research and Promotion Council, Minnesota, the state of soy. We also thank Hormel and Tri-State Bobcat, carrying top brands like Bobcat, Toro, and Steel. Visit Tri-State Bobcat today. That's the first win for Shankopotamus since November of last year and winning the Arapahoe Derby in Denver. This is the 4th time Kelsey has ridden Shankopotamus. Second, first, first. Well done. And here comes old Shankopotamus to the winner's enclosure with Kelsey Haar. The winning owners, EW and MB LLC. The winning trainer, Stacy Rushton. Shankopotamus is a 4-year-old brown gelding by Temple City out of Stella Brini. Bred in Minnesota by MBVM LLC. Shankopotamus.
All right, children, attention now to the enclosure here where Kelsey Hart just pulled off a shocker at 20-1. We planned this pretty well because all day long we talked about doing an interview with you. We just happened to pick this race because you had a mount. And we're going to have the kids come down and get pictures and autographs as soon as this interview's done. So if you've got young horse fans, bring them on down here. And Kelsey, when you ride a horse that's 20-1 in a 5-horse field, what's the mentality you bring to the starting gate?
Man, I try not to look too much at the odds. I tend to ride more long shots than I do favorites, so if I came to work every day looking at those, it'd be pretty depressing. So I just go out every race and try to ride my horse the best of my ability. And I know this little horse from last year, and he always tried for me, and I was happy to get the pickup mount, and he got it done.
How about riding at a track like this where we always have these incredible crowds, and you see so many kids like this one, right? They're everywhere. This is a family entertainment destination, and I know you're all about family. You've got LJ working in the photog office, but for you as a rider to hear those roars when you turn for home on most days, what's it like?
It's nothing like it, man. It gives me chill bumps. This place is phenomenal about having a good turnout and a good crowd, and we thank y'all, man. It's not fun to come out here and ride and nobody be in the stands watching, so y'all are great, and we appreciate y'all.
Where did you find the love for the game? Because I think kids naturally are going to look up to people they watch on TV or see at a racetrack like you. I think of my 3 daughters, when they come out here, they always ask, Dad, when is Kelsey riding? And they're fully grown now, but it's a big deal that you're one of our better riders and you're a female. And so where did this bug come from for you? Who were you looking up to when you were a kid?
To be honest with you, I was in the rodeo industry and kind of looking up to barrel racers instead of jockeys when I was that age. But when I started riding, Jenna Joubert, she was a mainstay rider here. I don't know if any of y'all remember her or not, but she was always classy and presented herself well, and she was somebody that I looked up to.
Well, we look up to you. That was a tremendous ride. Thanks for doing this with the kids, and we'll bring them down now.
Yeah, awesome. Come on, kiddos.
Come on down, kids. Autographs, pictures, whatever you need. Kelsey Hart at 20-1. The Mouse flush for Sunday Night Aussie.
Racing. King of the Trail is king of the early speed. King of the Trail, 3-1, trying to go wire to wire. Wishmaster at 7-1, just off the flank of that one, and they go quickly. After that, Elston Gun, 7 out of it, and about 3 clear from Kai Do Declare. The one in last is Shankopotamus. 11 already covers them. 2 and 4 continue to go like the wind. It is King of the Trail to the inside of Wishmaster. Now 7 lengths away from Elston Gun. After that, we have Kai Do Declare at 3-1, about 10 lengths from the lead, and still 2.5 away from Shankopotamus. They head up the Canterbury Park barn side and have a half mile to travel. Not much separates 2 and 4. King of the Trail to the inside, Wishmaster to the outside. Elston Gun continuing to track Shankopotamus out of last and on the move. Shankopotamus at 20-1 rolls right up to a joint third, and King of the Trail is putting away Wishmaster. Elston Gun swings wide. Kai Do Declare also running on, about 5 out of it. Meanwhile, Shankopotamus at 20-1 has taken a 5-length lead. Shankopotamus, like a shot, by far the longest shot on the board, leads it. Kai Do Declare trying to ruin Shankopotamus's day. Shankopotamus leads it, but the lead is diminishing. Kai Do Declare, Kai Do Declare, Shankopotamus, Shankopotamus held on. Big upset in race 5.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, back in the paddock, getting set now for the late daily double, race number 6. Only 10 minutes away. We've kind of sped things up here to keep an eye on that weather for you, and so far, all clear. Number 1 is Navarre, coming off a really good-looking maiden score. Horse was off the pace and just kept grinding and going, and second time blinkers, second time Lasix. Troy Bethke. Americano shows up to ride. Good-looking horse there on your television monitors. I talked to the owner, Karen Offerman, and she mentioned that they really think this horse is going to be better going longer. So the fact that this horse won at 5 furlongs is a positive indicator. Number 2 is It's Miles. Roman gets the call for Joel Burnt. Got the 1 mile lick. I love a 1 mile workout. We saw that back a couple weeks ago. Sharp workout since. Good stalking speed and on the board at a 7-2 prize. 3 is Hat Trick Jack. Gallardo gets the call for Bethke. This horse has been off since the summer of 24, but the workouts have been very good. Good workouts, good-looking horse. Lay off the only question mark in 4-1. Wide open betting board, I land on Way Up North. Brucey Reekin trains, Lara rides, and I talked about it in the power play segment. This horse has just faced significantly better. Now, he hasn't raced in a while. He may need the race, but if he's ready to go, if he brings his best, I think he's got a chance, and I think he'll be a fair number. Number 5 is Perfect Gamble. Watch out for Nicky Goodwin. Betty Joe gets in the saddle. Turf to dirt. Closing kick. I think the 7 furlongs is going to be a very, very productive distance for this horse. And boy, the 5 horse makes a nice impression down here in the walking ring. Very fit. Great looking coat. You're going to see this horse on your television monitors momentarily. But my paddock pick, without a doubt, is the 5 Perfect Gamble. Nicky Goodwin's done a real nice job getting this horse ready for the races. Ran back here opening weekend, kind of finished in the middle of the pack. But if you go back to his dirt form last year, he was stakes placed behind How About That, Kurt? So the horse has some quality. And look at that horse in the paddock. Beautiful looking animal. Betty Joe astride. So, fun little race. 7 furlongs. Minnesota breds running for nearly $30,000. An attractive allowance race. We've got the lottery clip with Kip. Oh, we got a lot of fun right now, though. It's Dr. Dan's late daily double. It's race 6 coming up. Race 6 coming at you. Race 6 next.
Here they come for race number 6. 5 minutes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of day. Every time you get a chance at free money, it's a good time of day. These are the beautiful contestants. Quick Trip, one of our great supporters of racing here in Minnesota. Each and every Sunday, they give away free cash. 5 contestants, all with a horse placard. If their horse wins, a $100 gift card from Quick Trip. With gas prices the way they are right now, that's a big value. Second place gets 25. Third place gets 20. We only have 5 horses. You have a 60% chance of cashing. I need your name and where you're from.
My name is Parker. I'm from Woodbury, Minnesota. Let's go number 1.
You got a big shot. I've heard good things, whispers, good things about the 1. Your name, where you're from?
I'm Gia. I'm from Reno, Nevada.
Reno, Nevada. What brought you here?
Graduations. So.
Good for you, and maybe a little extra cash in the pocket for those grad parties. Look at this swashbuckler. What a beard. Name and where you're from.
I'm Nolan. I'm also from Woodbury.
Nice. Love Woodbury. Great place. All right, here we go. It is a great spot.
I'm Quinn. I'm from Woodbury as well.
It's kind of sensing a theme here. It's a Woodbury party. You're on my 4. I like it. I like it a lot. Good hair there, huh? Look at you, huh? You got a little hockey hair going. All right, I like that. Name and where you're from.
My name is Evan, and I'm from Woodbury.
Oh, you guys are like a pack of wolves. All right, there they are. 1 girl, 4 boys, free money up for grabs. Maybe you took a shining to one of these handsome devils or this lovely lady, and you want to bet their horse. You think they're looking lucky. You got 3 minutes to get those bets in. It's the late double right here at Canterbury Park.
It It is now race time. Into the gate they go for race number 6, the penultimate. The Sunday penultimate, also first leg of Dr. Dan's late double. Way up north, the power play 2.5 to 1. Then Perfect Gamble. Perfect Gamble and Betty Joe. And they're racing. Navarre popped out of the gate very, very speedily. Navarre had the lead for a second. Now Hat Trick Jack joins, and Hat Trick Jack takes the lead as they corner. Outside of that, way up north, Prominent, good to go, about 2.5, 3 clear from Perfect Gamble, and It's Miles is 5 lengths rearmost. Now Hat Trick Jack gets down to the inside, tugs them along by a neck. Way up north outside of that one, they travel in perfect harmony, and Navarre looking to win 2 in a row from third. 2 lengths behind that, It's Miles to the inside of Perfect Gamble. And into the far turn they stroll, chasing Eddie G. Eduardo Gallardo and Hat Trick Jack way up north continues to bug. Navarre behind them, angling to the outside, being shoved on a bit. Perfect Gamble coming with a 4-wide run. It's Miles sequestered in the 5-horse field, but running on a bit, will need somewhere to go round about the quarter pole. Hat Trick Jack looking to shoot and score. It's Miles trying to get through to the inside, just had to check, and meanwhile Navarre has bursted clear by 3. It is Navarre putting 3 on Perfect Gamble. It's Miles now has the light of day, but it looks to be too late. Then it's way up north. Here's Navarre to win 2 in a row, and that's 3 for Manny Americano. It's Navarre at 2.5 to 1. Number 1, Navarre. First, it's 1-2-5-3, and it's official. Exacta $11, trifecta $18, 10-cent superfecta $8 and change. 3-1 double from Shankopotamus, $188. And the pick 3 from race 4 paid $170.70. Our final live race today is on the firm turf course, scratch number 2, classify. Navarre is 2 for 2 this spring-summer at Canterbury. To the winner's enclosure with Manuel Americano. Karen Offerman is the winning owner, and the winning trainer, Troy Bethke. Navarre is a 3-year-old brown son of Run Happy out of Mesa Mirage, bred in Minnesota by Almar Farm Partners. Our last race just 19 minutes from now. The 7th race is courtesy of By the Yard. They have a showroom just south of Canterbury on Highway 169 in Jordan. Once again, Father's Day, we have a food truck festival, and we are giving away Lazy Boy recliners courtesy of Furniture Mart. That's 2 weeks from today. And they're racing. Navarre popped out of the gate very speedily. Navarre had the lead for a second. Now Hat Trick Jack joins, and Hat Trick Jack takes the lead as they corner. Outside of that, way up north, Prominent, good to go, about 2.5, 3 clear from Perfect Gamble, and It's Miles is 5 lengths rearmost. Now Hat Trick Jack gets down to the inside, tugs them along by a neck. Way up north outside of that one, they travel in perfect harmony, and Navarre looking to win 2 in a row from third. 2 lengths behind that, It's Miles to the inside of Perfect Gamble. And into the far turn they stroll, chasing Eddie G. Eduardo Gallardo and Hat Trick Jack way up north continues to bug. Navarre behind them, angling to the outside, being shoved on a bit. Perfect Gamble coming with a 4-wide run. It's Miles sequestered in the 5-horse field, but running on a bit, will need somewhere to go round about the quarter pole. Hat Trick Jack looking to shoot and score. It's Miles trying to get through to the inside, just had to check, and meanwhile Navarre has bursted clear by 3. It is Navarre putting 3 on Perfect Gamble. It's Miles now has the light of day, but it looks to be too late. Then it's way up north. Here's Navarre to win 2 in a row, and that's 3 for Manny Americano. It's Navarre at 2.5 to 1.
Angela Herman, Kevin Gorg, getting you ready for the lucky last. As I mentioned earlier, Larry Fleet in concert Friday night. We race again Thursday at 5. Country concert Friday, Saturday, 5 o'clock, Sunday at 1. And Ange, of all the races today, this was the one I was looking most forward to seeing. We've got some unbelievably talented horses here.
And we're going to end on the turf. We don't always do that, but we're going to do that tonight. And we had one main track only withdrawn from this. And please make the rider on your current favorite Frosty View, Luis Fuentes. You mentioned it's a good group, and there's a couple coming from the Mac Robertson stable. And there's a former Mac Robertson trainee drawn on the rail. He looks pretty good out in the paddock. And right now you're getting 6-1 on Mendelssohn Joy. Tell me more.
Well, 7 times on the Canterbury turf, 7 times in the top 3. 6-year-old that hasn't raced since August. The workouts are steady, decent stalking speed. I think this horse will get kind of a tracking trip from a couple lengths behind. I would give this horse a race and say maybe second or third time back might be go time, but the horse on the screen is your top pick. Pick 5 with your horse is paying $9,000 plus. Give that person or persons hope.
Ooh, well, I wish you luck, but Innately Good, I thought would have enough pace to run at in here, and it's a smaller group. So the faster they go up front, the better for Innately Good. And even though he has won over our turf course, he has put in some very nice races, and they've been against tough horses. You know, he can take his act on the road, too. He can take it to Ellis and Tampa and win. He just needs some pace to run at. I just thought he would find it in here with, in part, Mr. Muldoon, who's right next door, and Mr. Muldoon has done a good amount of his career damage on our turf course. Over half of his lifetime earnings acquired here, but he has to deal with Frosty View. What do you make of him in here?
He's the X factor. I mean, Mr. Muldoon's fast. He's fresh off the break. He comes in off a 46-4 breeze, so they're going. The question will be off this, past performance where you can see if you're a jockey, Roman, you've got other speed. Will they go for the lead? Or will they let him sit just off? I think they're going off that workout. And if they're going, Frosty View's going to have to work. So X Factor for sure. I just don't know how he ever gets comfortable because Frosty View kind of knows one way to go. That's the race within the race. If they can separate themselves, Muldoon or Frosty View could get it done. Tonka Warrior on the screen right now, and Tonka Warrior should be flying late.
Oh, he looks really good, doesn't he? Tonka Warrior is another one who absolutely adores our turf course. He's only missed the board twice. It's just the fact that he hasn't won over it since August of 24. That's the only thing that I can really poke a hole in Tonka Warrior for, though. He runs winning races. He can come from off the pace. He keeps very classy company year after year, and that's not easy to do with a 7-year-old, but he always shows up. I mean, he's in excess of $400,000 in the bank, and Tonka Warrior is a horse that I seriously fear from off the pace.
Frosty View ran a 100 Beyer speed figure last summer, then came back to win the Blair's Cove. He's a classy horse. He's been off for a while. Hasn't been seen since November. If he runs his race, I think it'll be tough to beat, but will he get softened up by Mr. Muldoon? That's the race that kind of goes within the race.
Absolutely, and I just think that he might be able to take enough out of him, even if Frosty View can duel and keep going. There's some really nice closers in here, so I just had to lean that way.
You can see the selections up on the board. Very split. This is a tough race. Don't be fooled by that tote board. There's some action here, and you can get your action right now. We are 7 minutes away. If you're live in the Pick 5, we wish you luck. Some huge payoffs available. Ange and I are back for Thursday night racing with $2 admissions, $2 canned Budweisers, $2 hot dogs, and $2 sodas. See you Thursday. Good luck here.
Lynn Diker. Thanks, Lynn. Appreciate you, ma'am. Have a great day. To a firm turf course, scratch number 2 classify. They're only 5 minutes from race 7. And they're approaching the starting gate. It's race time. Into the gate for race 7, final live race today. Frosty View, the 2025 Canterbury Horse of the Season, is 6-5 and favored, making his 2026 debut. He won 3 of 4 races here last summer, including the $50,000 Blair's Cove. Tonka Warrior, now the reigning horse of the year, Frosty View with Luis Fuentes. 6-5. Tonka Warrior also 6-5. Ready to close Pepsi Family Day. They're racing. Frosty View was off beautifully. Frosty View, the favorite, in hand and in command with 1 lap to go. Mr. Muldoon lay second. Tonka Warrior in third, but giving way to Mendelssohn's Joy, attempting to win 3 in a row. The one in last is Innately Good. Around the corner they go, chasing Frosty View, who's doing it reasonably. Frosty View a half. Mr. Muldoon in second, 1.5 Mendelssohn Joy. Then we come to Tonka Warrior, second last, 5 out of it. And the one in last, Innately Good, as the quintet heads up the backside. It is Frosty View and Luis Fuentes cruising along with the lead by a neck. In second, Mr. Muldoon continues to bug, and now they all pick it up as they head into the far turn. Frosty View trying to run away from them. Mr. Muldoon still second, not asked for run. After that, Mendelssohn Joy, 3 out of it to the inside of Tonka Warrior. Innately Good's coming with the run and doing so wide. Off the far turn, Frosty View trying to put away a pesky Mr. Muldoon. Frosty View to the inside, badgered every step of the way by Mr. Muldoon, and Frosty View is cutting. Frosty View takes the lead by 1.5 lengths on Mr. Muldoon. Tonka Warrior the inside, Innately Good the outside. That's it for Mendelssohn Joy. Frosty View leads it with 1:50 to go. Here comes Tonka Warrior. Tonka Warrior came out to play. Tonka Warrior impressively. Number 5, Tonka Warrior, first in 135.42. Horse of the Year second, Innately Good third, Mr. Muldoon fourth. A special thanks to LJ Photography. Sunday is official. Pick 4 paid $245 and change. Today's pick 5, $865.05. Parents, once again, a reminder, no racing on the dirt track today. We have inclement weather en route, and we need to seal our dirt track. So there will be no kids racing on the dirt today. Up to the winner's enclosure, Tonka Warrior and Eduardo Gallardo. The winning owners, Extreme Racing Stables, and the winning trainer, Mac Robertson. Ladies and gentlemen, racing resumes Thursday at Canterbury at 5 o'clock. Admission, $2. Also $2 Pepsi products, along with Budweiser's and hot dogs. CanterburyPark.com for information. If you're leaving the racetrack, please drive safely. Racing. Frosty View was off beautifully. Frosty View, the favorite, in hand and in command with 1 lap to go. Mr. Muldoon lay second. Tonka Warrior in third, but giving way to Mendelssohn's Joy, attempting to win 3 in a row. The one in last is Innately Good. Around the corner they go, chasing Frosty View, who's doing it reasonably. Frosty View a half. Mr. Muldoon in second, 1.5 Mendelssohn Joy. Then we come to Tonka Warrior, second last, 5 out of it. And the one in last, Innately Good, as the quintet heads up the backside. It is Frosty View and Luis Fuentes cruising along with the lead by a neck. In second, Mr. Muldoon continues to bug, and now they all pick it up as they head into the far turn. Frosty View trying to run away from them. Mr. Muldoon still second, not asked for run. After that, Mendelssohn Joy, 3 out of it to the inside of Tonka Warrior. Innately Good's coming with the run and doing so wide. Off the far turn, Frosty View trying to put away a pesky Mr. Muldoon. Frosty View to the inside, badgered every step of the way by Mr. Muldoon, and Frosty View is cutting. Frosty View takes the lead by 1.5 lengths on Mr. Muldoon. Tonka Warrior the inside, Innately Good the outside. That's it for Mendelssohn Joy. Frosty View leads it with 1:50 to go. Here comes Tonka Warrior. Tonka Warrior came out to play. Tonka Warrior impressively.